Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Cooking with Aram, and today we're going to be making dinner rolls. So this recipe is really easy, really delicious, and anyone can make it. The rolls will turn out really nice and fluffy. So let's begin. So as you can see here, I already added 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt into the bowl. So now we're going to be adding 2 teaspoons of dry yeast. That's 1, that's 2. Alrighty, now we're going to be adding our milk. So 1 cup of milk. So the temperature of the milk shouldn't be too warm and it shouldn't be too cold. It should be around like a lukewarm temperature so that the yeast can activate properly. And I'm just going to be stirring that up just for a little bit so that the milk and the yeast can be mixed together and it can be activated properly. So I let that sit for about like 10 minutes. And now we're going to be adding our butter. That is not butter. Here we go. So here we have half a cup of melted butter. And now we're going to be adding 1 egg. Now just going to be whisking that together. Okay, now we're adding our flour. So I'm adding 3.5 cups of flour. And then we're going to be mixing it together to make it into a dough until it becomes a dough. Okay, so now it became a dough. We're going to be kneading that for 10 minutes. It's important to knead that for 10 minutes. So after you kneaded that, we're going to be placing that into a bowl that has been greased up in oil, and we're going to be massaging the dough in oil. After that, we're going to be putting clear plastic wrap on top of the bowl, and we're going to be leaving that in a warm place for 1 hour. So after 1 hour, we're going to take out the clear plastic wrap, and as you can see, the dough has risen up really nicely, and the yeast has activated. Very nice. So now we're going to be taking out all the air from the dough, and I'm just going to be kneading that just a little bit for about like 2 minutes or so. Okay, after that, we're going to be dividing our dough into 16 parts, 16 pieces. Okay, now we're going to be molding our dough into a small golf ball shape. It should be a small golf ball size, and there should be no cracks at all. Okay, so after we made it into like small golf ball shapes, we're going to be placing a towel on top of it for the second proofing. Okay, so after that, we're going to be covering that in egg wash. We're going to be covering the dinner rolls in egg wash. Now we're going to be placing that into the oven. So we're going to be placing that in the oven for 200 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, after we took them out of the oven and it became golden brown, we're going to be putting some butter on the dinner rolls because the butter will make the dinner rolls more soft and more fluffy, more soft. So we're just buttering it all up. And as you can see, guys, this is the final product. The buns turned out really nice and golden and fluffy and soft, and it was really easy to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. Anyways, bon appetit. Allah Hafiz.